Hey everybody, welcome back to Elephant Exposed. I'm just going to do this quick response reaction to what's going on. People on the right side, public media, everybody's doing this whole whataboutism. So let's go ahead and jump into it. This is going to be VP Kamala Harris's response as to her distancing herself from Biden. And this is not a distance. This is something that she's been saying since she even started her campaign. But we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. So here we go, guys.
Mary Bruce, she's there in North Carolina where both rallies took place. Mary, you actually just spoke with the vice president about Donald Trump and Joe Biden's blunder. What did she tell you?
And we did have some time to spend with the vice president, and we asked her exactly about this issue as Donald Trump is seizing on these comments. Republicans, too, they are pouncing on this, and it is raising some questions about whether the president's comments are stepping on Kamala Harris's message. And she did try to put some distance between herself and her campaign and the president that she serves, saying that she doesn't believe anyone should be criticized based on who they vote for. Take a listen.
I want to start with something that Donald Trump is seizing on today. Trump says that when you were making your closing pitch for unity last night, President Biden was calling his supporters garbage. What did you think when you heard President Biden make those comments?
Well, first of all, I think that the president has explained what he meant, but I've said it earlier. I strongly disagree with any criticism of people based on who they vote for. And I've made that clear throughout my career, including my speech last night before I think this all happened, which is I intend to be a president for all Americans, and including those who may not vote for me in this election. I take very seriously my obligation and my oath to concern myself first with the needs of the American people and put them before whatever might be my selfish issues.
Okay, so even with the beginning of how this anchor began to kind of like drop her own little anecdote in saying that President Biden's blunder. The man is human, just like any of us. We get caught up in our emotions, we get caught up in our feelings, and we express them. Just because I mean, you got family members in your family, like you have family members that you don't always agree with. They may express themselves a certain way or whatever the case may be. Doesn't make them all of a sudden not your family member. And this is a very good case in point. We're still heading in the right direction. The message is still being sent out of unity, community, diversity, inclusion, the whole nine. So, I mean, there is no message lost. There is no message lost. But let's go ahead and finish up and hear what else they have to say.
So you hear the vice president there. She is trying to make clear that while the president has come out and said that, he was really just referring to the comedian who made those comments, those bigoted comments, those rude, lewd.
Exactly. People, it's those whataboutisms that the Republican Party love to do. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? Black Lives Matter. But what about our lives? What about this? What about this? All of this stuff is just deflection and projection. That's what they do. They deflect real issues and they project everything that they actually do on to others. It's what they do. And MSNBC, Fox News, and some of these other platforms and stuff, they're masters at it. But anyway, let's see what else they got to say, but I'm not going to go too much further with this.
Comments at the Trump rally over the weekend that she, believes that she is still fighting to be the president for all Americans. And so, yes, putting perhaps a little bit of space between her and the president, even though he has come out and tried to do some swift cleanup as well, Kira.
All right, well, last night, the vice,
Try to do. This is not a try or attempt. It just simply means, okay, the president said something, I said something. My viewpoint has never changed. That man expressed himself the way that he wanted to towards towards more specifically about this comedian that everybody in America should be upset over and distance themselves from him, and supported by speakers that even came after him. But we're not doing that. We're not making that an issue. And of course, we have these spin masters here that's basically trying to make a non-issue an issue. President Biden was specifically speaking to about the subject, about what this comedian did that was flat out inexcusable. Period. Let's go ahead and finish it up.
president delivered this speech, not just for her supporters, but all Americans. She made that point. How crucial was that speech for her campaign, even though the president kind of stole her thunder?
Ain't no, the president did not steal her thunder. This is okay. You know what? I had enough of these little shots and stuff that this anchor is doing. So that's it, guys. That's the truth of the matter. All this speculation and going on and stuff, they can keep it. VP Kamala Harris campaign is doing great. They're doing better than great, and she is going to win. And I for one cannot wait for November 5th to get here so we can make it all official. And so when we wake up on November 6th, everybody can just breathe a sigh of relief. And the trash will be taken out. And that's it. I'm out, guys. Y'all take care.